Hey, it's Braden Lord, and welcome back to Rome Total War. And what's that? Do you hear it? Yes, we got sound. I got the sound to work. I checked the sync, and it's pretty well in sync, and there will be a couple of glitches like that because of a little bit of lag. But the sound is very well synced up, and I don't know how it worked. I don't know why it worked the way it did. But it does, so that's all we need to know. Anyway, if you remember last time, in that little extra blip I showed, I moved those two guys up. But anyway, this huge British army attacked, and it's kind of a problem. And we're trying to push down and attack the Julii. The Spanish, they're kind of being annoying. Not really a threat, so everything's good over here. But our major problem is up here with the British. Now, Whew. Hopefully they won't attack on this turn, so we can, try to get some reinforcements. Anyway, end of the turn. The Julii are retreating, which is good. And, they did attack. Sandfar, or however you want to say it. Okay, they do have 2 units of peasants. Oh, crap. They brought their Barbarian Elite. Yeah, they start with a unit of Barbarian Elite as well. Kind of balances out, and they're deciding to use them here. And yeah, okay, let's. I'm pretty much going to say goodbye to this battle. This is basically take as many casualties as you can to weaken the army for Vindex and friends. And it kind of sucks because this is probably one of my biggest money makers. The 2 cities in Italy are probably equally as important, and the place where I annex is Numantia is pretty important as well. And fortune favors the brave. Well, that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to be brave. We're going to have to try to fight off some men. I'm at least hoping to take casualties equal to my men. And they're lining up. There. I think I'm just going to line up on this hill. Try to get a hill advantage so I can get a combat bonus. That's really the only way I'm going to do a lot of casualties. And possibly I'll be able to rout them with my war dogs. I'm not sure. With a general push, I could hurt them. I don't know. And if we could take out the unit of Barbarian Elite somehow, that would be epic. And that would make it a lot easier because Barbarian Elite are going to keep their units from routing, which is unfortunate. There's the War Dogs. Probably be one of the only battles you'll see me use them in. But they're there. And they'll cause some morale penalties. I don't think the morale penalty is equal to that of chariots, so I mean, we're still going to have a morale disadvantage. But our commander's much better, so hopefully that'll even out. And hopefully we can... Oh, they do have their Barbarian Elite in front. So, I mean, I guess they're going gung-ho with them. And there's some tower shooting, I can hear that. I can hear that, yeah! I can hear it! I can hear sounds! I can commentate on the sounds. And look at these dirt peasants, what are they doing? I don't know. But now they're going to bang down the wall. Have your peasants and your Barbarian Elite. I mean, I don't know. I understand the peasants as the ram bearers, but the Barbarian Elite seems kind of silly, because if I had more men, I don't know. Whatever. They seem proud of their Barbarian Elite. They want to send them into combat, give them some fresh experience, and hopefully you can take advantage of that. They're banging away at this wall. They're going to double speed it here. Or trip speed. It's trip speed. Trip speed! Trip! Sorry. I'm mentally retarded sometimes. But, that's part of the fun. Anyway, they're going to knock down this wall, and they're going to come flooding in, and we're not going to be able to do a lick about it. Basically. The enemy have broken through our walls!
Ill news comes unlooked for. The enemy have taken the wall.
Oh no! Yeah, now I get to comment on the funny voice acting of this game. And I just realized this because this was my sound test, so I didn't do it here. But now we can listen to general speeches, so I'll have to show off some of those, especially against like Romans and stuff. So yeah, and they're charging right in with their Barbarian Elite. That's kind of foolish. We're gonna send our war dogs out. We're gonna send our war crier infantry, send them in, and see how good they do. I might charge in my general. We'll see how good the battle's going. We're going to Solemn Cry Command. Oh, they're winning, so we're going to send in our general, see if we can crush them. Yeah, yeah, yeah! Yeah, we're hurting them. We're hurting the unit. This unit's gonna be bloody. If they manage to win, this unit's gonna be bloody. They're steady. They're starting to waver a little bit, and so are our men. And the chariots are taking out our general unit. We're gonna try to pull back the ward hound handlers because they tend to rout really easily and cause mass routes. Yeah, my general's getting eaten up, but if we can start breaking the units, that would be cool. Although I don't know. Oh man, that's not looking good. I'm gonna pull the general out. This looks like a lost cause, this little battle here, so we're going to try to pull out. General's going to have to skirmish with the light chariots real quick. And our infantry just gave up. So that's not good. And sound the cry command. That actually helps the general unit itself, not rout. So, yeah, he's steady. He's alright. We're going to pull him back. Try to get as many guys as we can back to the center. And possibly take some more casualties there. I do think we did pretty well against the Barbarian Elite unit, so that's good news. We probably weakened them down a third strength or a quarter strength. And yeah, I love the music in this game, as you can hear, and it's just extremely epic. Oh, they got some slingers over here by themselves. Perfect target for my cavalry, as long as these... Yeah, and I'll have my infantry that are recovering attack the chariots. And yeah, my general should be able to make quick work of these slingers. I said the general should be able to make quick work of it. I'm losing men to slingers? What? I guess they are barbarian slingers, but still. Any day now. Oh, a chariot routed. Cool. And the slingers routed because of it. Nice. So we are damaging some of their auxiliary units, which will make Reconquista, which is Spanish for reconquering, much easier. Because that's what we're going to have to do. We're not going to win. Are you kidding me? We lost the infantry fight. Our general's depleted to a third strength. And, yep. This is going to be the first battle loss in the campaign. But, have no fear. Hopefully Vindex should be able to take this back. Maybe the British will make a bad move somewhere. I don't know. Where Alba... Yeah. Okay, our leader's routing now.
He flees from the battle. The worm.
The worm! Worm! It's funny because there's no swears, so they just say stuff like, "You worm! You startled pig! You gutless cow thief!" You know, that's funny. Oh, he's gonna die. No!
Your leader is dead.
Oh!
His body lies on the battlefield.
Oh, Brennus!
Brave ancestors.
Oh. Well, that just gave us zeal. Our men have zeal now. Well, not really, but I'm just saying. We have a reason to go all out against the British. And, you know, I hope I can. I'm going to try to retake the city. And then I'm going to try to take their city on this island. And if I have enough men after that, I'm going to try to go invade their land. Try to take London. Londyminium, as it's called in this game. Which really wasn't an important settlement at this point in time. But, you know, whatever. And, okay, we killed 207. I can take it. I don't like it, but I can take it. And there's the sad, lost music. Oh. It's the music I'm so accustomed to because of naval battles. But, you know, occasionally you'll hear it after a normal battle. And, yeah. Now they're able to retrain a little bit, maybe train some swordsmen, so they're going to have a... Yeah, he's killed. Killed in Alesia. They occupy it, they didn't exterminate it, so our population is intact. Porderix, who is in Mediolanium, is our new faction leader. And we'll send this guy over. He's not going to make it there in the next turn, but whatever. There's some more mercenaries we can get. That's always helpful. Mercenary captain. No. It's just a random chance whenever you're hiring mercenaries to get mercenary captain, which is kind of gimmicky, but whatever. Like, sometimes I'll hire... The first mercenary I hire with a guy, we'll give him mercenary captain. And sometimes, like with Vindex, I've already hired, like... Look at that, I've hired, like, 5 mercenaries, and I haven't gotten it yet. So, who knows? I'm not really sure how it works. Things are still looking good down here. And we're going to send out our swordsmen. Because we need some money right now, so maybe taking Roman land would be... Yeah, taking Roman land would be pretty awesome, so let's do it. Let's do it to it! And we can't get to their capital next turn, so we'll try to do that. And hopefully they'll try to foolishly defend and we'll be able to take it. That would be awesome. Although the Senate could possibly come and assist, because if the Senate's within 1 turn range, they can't attack us. That's kind of the law of the Senate. And there's no traces of their boats, so we'll keep them there. And whenever their ships come back, we're able to crush them. I'm going to crush them into the ground. And yeah, that took Alesia. Our capital's lost, man. I don't even know what our capital is right now. I'm not going to go hunting for it, because, you know what? Finding our new capital location would be an admission to defeat. We're not admitting defeat. We are not admitting defeat, man. We're going to fight, and fight hard. And, yeah. So let's go down. Let's go down and attack. Whip! And we're going to siege Elysium. Zelashtan. They don't have many legionnaires, so that's good. Lots of town watch and horsemen. They have some war dogs. This army should easily handle them. I mean, swordsmen are pretty awesome. And we got a couple towns that expanded. So let's, no, we don't have money for both of them, do we? You know what? Yeah, we're gonna take this one off and, oops, and take this one off and put this one in here because it's farther away from the British. So if we end up losing this battle, you know, we're not gonna waste money pumping money into cities that we're about to lose, you know. And we're gonna move him up and move him in there. And strength, the banner size is similar. We have a close to full unit of Barbarian Elite. They have the semi-depleted. And their ships came back. Let's attack. Come on, come on. Yeah! Good. And we sunk them. So until they build a port, they cannot build any more ships. And their only large town is their capital. So if they do build a port, we should be able to blockade it, which will lower their funds and hopefully stop them. Now I'm going to go around and I'm going to raise the tax rate in these towns because we need money. We are dirt poor after losing Alesia. I mean, we were poor before, but now we dirt poor. We're as poor as the dirt. And I don't know where that analogy was going, so I'm going to stop it before I make a fool of myself, even though I already did. And pumping up the tax rate, pumping up the tax rate. And let's see how that. Yeah, we're making money now, so that's better. Better than losing money, I would say. And let's go see what's in the Senate army down here. Oh my goodness, that guy is a beast. And yeah, okay. Now you might be wondering, Bradenard, why is there like 17 generals in that army? Well, I did mod the game also, so that the Senate has a realistic number of Senate offices. Now it's not historically accurate at the beginning, but later in the Roman Empire, like if you go like maybe 50, 75 years, it becomes more accurate to what the Roman Senate actually was. The vanilla Roman Senate is grossly undernumbered, so I decided to rectify that. And if you have any questions about modifying, because I've been modifying this game a lot, as you can see, feel free to ask. Anyway, the Senate has attacked, and I don't want to fight them. Not here, not now. This is not a good place to fight them. They have reinforcements. That is a disgusting army. They have under 1,000 men, but I have 200 more men, but their men are so much better. I definitely don't need reinforcements to be there. And hopefully their pride will allow them to attack me somewhere else. We're going to retreat for now. And the other army is going to defend Rome, so that's good. And we'll see what we can do. Not really sure what our plan of action is going to be. And what? Are they dumb? They moved their army out of the city and left their good commander. He probably gained some command stars for that. And they left him in the city. So now I've separated the big army from their commander. That gives us a huge advantage. So yeah, we're feeling good. And Condit, Irredundum, and Lemonum grew, so we're going to be able to build governor buildings there. And we should be able to grow them in a couple turns. That'll be very nice. Very nice. Very. And already this campaign is really heating up and becoming a very exciting battle. We lost our capital. The Roman Senate, the Romans are going full out on me. Oh, they have a pretty big army in here now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go siege here. Because again, I said the Senate army, I don't think the AI allows them to be more than a turn away from Rome. So, siege attacking this, they shouldn't come and try to break my siege. And hopefully we're going to try to draw that Julii army out and hopefully defeat it pretty soundly, and then we should be looking pretty good. Or looking a lot better. We're not looking super good, but we're going to be looking a lot better at that point. And we'll see if I'm correct. Oh, what? Carthage! No! 4 enemies? Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. And okay, the plan succeeded. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. They brought over a huge chunk of their men, including a decent number of legionnaires, and they have a family member and a couple town watch in the city. Should be a relatively easy battle. You'll see how easily swordsmen mop up these unit types. They don't have any support or any kind of generalship, so they're just going to get destroyed. And hopefully Belenus will earn some command star and become a better commander, so that when he fights the Roman general, that big Senate army, he can do a lot better.
This is a fine day to join.
This is a fine day to join battle. Yeah, see, I can show those now, so I probably will next episode. So don't get disappointed. I will show those now, because now that I know that I can get the sound to work.
The feeble enemy have more men. Ha! There are more heads for our warriors to collect and trial.
How do you even make that noise? Ha! What is that? I don't. That's my best attempt at it. It's weird. And there's the reinforcements coming in. They got their legionnaires right in the middle. That is a good formation. That's a good play by them. Swordsman. And look at these. Look at how big those swords are. They wouldn't have had swords that big, really. Well, I don't know. They probably would have been a little smaller, but you know, they look cool. So I'm going to give them that. Because the Gauls did use much bigger swords than the Romans did. The Roman swords were made for very close combat. The enemy was to engage with the shield and then the short sword gladius. The late gladius. It wasn't. They didn't use gladiuses at the start. They used gladiuses later. That was used for quick stabbing attacks to defeat opponents, and it helped them hold the ranks because the men wouldn't have to make wide swinging motions with their swords. They could keep relatively intact in their battle lines and stab quickly. So it worked pretty well. But as you're going to see here, it's not going to work too well for them. We're going to activate War Cry, and I'm going to pause it pretty quick here after the animation's done, and we're going to order attacks. We have pretty close to the even number of units, so matching up units shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Unfortunately, we do have the warbands in the middle, so they're going to be kind of... we do have some swordsmen fighting the Histani, so not a problem. And we got this going on, and this going on. And we're going to try to move up here with our generals. And we're going to take our cav and move through here. Try to attack the... We're going to try to charge the middle with them. But it's going to take a while for them to hold around. So I hope our battle line should be able to hold. And we're charging. They are not going to get their peel off in time. And hopefully none of our guys break. They're charging their general. And we're going to sound the cry. Oh, our unit... We lost you. We lost you. Unit down. Oh, but their units are breaking too. And we're not losing anymore. Okay. And they're fighting to the death, so they're still technically fighting, even though they're not. And their general's fleeing. This is looking good. We need to take out their Hastati. That'll be awesome. Yep. You know, their unit of Hastati destroyed. I'm going to charge all these guys in the back of this Hastati and help this unit, who was still fighting to the death for some reason, even though he doesn't need to. Did you see? Did you see how well those swordsmen just mopped up those Talon Watch? That was ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. They, like, annihilated those units. Awesome. And this army's already dead. That was like that's about 900 Romans that just died in, like, under a minute. That's crazy. And the war cry just ended and recharged. We're going to line up everybody we can. That one unit's still rallying. They might not come back. They took a pretty heavy shock and lost a lot of guys, so... generally, if the unit loses a lot of men after it's routed, it is much less likely to come back. And never mind, he just came back. But I wouldn't call me a liar. Anyway, we're gonna send our cavalry to go mop up the Romans, kill the Roman blood. The Julii are red for a reason, because we're gonna spill their blood all over. And Town Watch look cool. They have these capes that I wish the other Roman guys had, but, you know, Town Watch look pretty awesome. Too bad they're not very good. They are decent early game spearmen, but Triarii are definitely superior. Triarii. I have a hard time saying it. Triarii. I have to enunciate it correctly. I end up saying Triarii. 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 See, I can talk right when I want to, but who wants to talk right? I mean, I'm just commentating. Anyway, that's looking pretty good, and we don't want to keep our cavalry away from the main battle line too long. So we're gonna send them back, and they're going gung ho. Look at them. So let's war cry real quick to get an attack bonus. We're not gonna get the charge advantage, but we're able to attack them here. He's going straight after the war bands, and we're gonna send our general in, sounding a war cry so our guys don't. Oh, the general's already routed. Game over. Game over. And we're gonna be able to crush these units as they leave. And the swordsmen are decently fast moving, so that after an enemy infantry unit routs, they can just cut like most of the unit down as it's trying to flee. That's perfect. Looks like the general's gonna get away. Our barbarian cavalry are out of position. Our generals are the same speed, so oh well. Not a big deal. We're not really gonna try to take this town at the moment. I just wanted. Again, I wanted to seize this town to distract the Julii and bring this army over so I can defeat it. That was my battle plan. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing. We're going to keep the Julii on edge and kind of skirmish their cities and try to weaken them until we can take them out. And that was a clear victory. Very good job, Bolanus. He's showing real promise. And constant exposure to dangers will breed contempt for them. I'm sure the Julii are being very contemptful against us. They don't like us killing their men. We've killed, a couple thousand of them already. Killed a couple of their family members. They can get over it. And I was going to take the city if I killed the family member. You know, that's a free city. Why not? Anyway, they are going to attack because they feel like they have a better chance. And they do have some swordsmen that they must have trained. Their barbarian elite are depleted pretty heavily. Ours are superior. We have a superior general because they have a captain in there. Their general only has a warband unit as its guard. So this should be hopefully very good. This would be a very good chance for us to retake Alesia, number one, and number two, to get the major edge on the British, because the British do start with a lot of soldiers. So they're able to field an army of this size very quickly. But after that, if you can defeat the initial army, they are pretty weak for a while. And that's when you have to make your counterattack. And that's something I learned because I was playing as the Germans, and I would be able to beat the Germans or beat the British because, you know, spear warbands totally annihilate chariots. You saw what phalanxes do to chariots if you watched my Pontus LP. Anyway, we're gonna move a barbarian elite back. We don't really want them on the front lines because, again, if they rout, our whole army is pretty much going to rout because, you know, it's kind of like a general routing, basically. They have the advantage of the general in combat, but they also have the disadvantage of a routing general. And plus, if your general survives after losing a unit of an eagle unit, I'll call it. He has a really high chance of getting severe combat or severe trait penalties because he lost the eagle. You know, he lost an inspirational unit, so that's just devastating for morale. And men are less likely to trust him. I've never actually seen what happens, but that's what I've heard happens. If you know differently, feel free to post it in the comments. I mean, that's just what I believe happens, and it makes sense. I've heard it. It makes sense. Why not? Have no reason to not believe it. Anyway, I moved my men up so I could get a little bit of a hill advantage. They're going to be coming out of the woods. I hate fighting in the dense woods like this because I cannot see what I'm doing for the life of me. And especially in a battle like this, I like post recording. Yeah, big shocker, I'm post recording. And I need all the mental energy to really figure out what I'm doing and get the best situation possible. Because if I was live commentating this, I can guarantee you it would turn out a lot worse. Like, that Pontus LP, I probably lost. We're going to bring our... Oh, wait, they're already routing. They're already routing. Their Barbarian Elite are still in the thick of it. And we're going to charge our kit. We have like 300 men engaging their Barbarian Elite right now. So they should be down. And our Barbarian Infantry are doing something derpy. And their initial attack squad is routed. I don't know why they decided to send out only 3 units initially. But I'm happy because that means they are dumb. They are very dumb. And we're going to pause it and we're going to reorder our army because they have the rest of the army coming up. So we want our line nice and formal. That's something that is very important, surprisingly. And move the skirmishers back here. Move. I'm going to call them War Guard. I'm going to call the Barbarian Elite War Guard. And we're going to move the War Guard back there. And move some cavalry to the left wing. And move Meriadoc and some cavalry to the right wing. Because Meriadoc is the champ, you know. Meridoc's job in this battle, he's in the thick of the fighting. He's not a commander anymore, he's a combat. He leads the men into combat. Vindex helps keep the army together, and Meriadoc leads the army into combat. They're very good together, even though this is their first battle. But whatever. Formalities. They trained as children. Well, actually, Meriadoc is Vindex's son, if I recall correctly. So, kind of interesting. They do have the same color hair. I can see it. Same mustache. They're charging in their unit of swordsmen kind of alone. So we're gonna charge with our barbarian mercenaries. And we're gonna swing around with Meriadoc and his guard, and we should be able to take out the unit very handily. They're already shaken. They already think they're gonna lose, and the charge should break them. We broke this unit over here quicker. Yeah, okay, the swordsmen are broken now. So that's really their second best unit after their War Guard, their Barbarian Elite. And I noticed there's some slingers over here just chilling by themselves, so we're going to charge them. And then I also noticed there's a weak unit of Warband, and I caused both of them to rout, which is awesome. And then some peasants charging like, hey, we're peasants, we're going to kill your cav. And, well, you know how peasants fighting disciplined soldiers really ends. So, I mean, they're taking a casualty or two, but they're most of all just being a time distraction. And they're charging in with more men. We're going to charge in with our War Guard and our skirmishers because they're on missiles now. We're going to charge in, move our cavalry. I think those are more peasants over there. It's taking too long. We need to charge in our cav, and that should break them very easily. There we go. You got another unit of warband coming in. We need to take them out. We're engaging with the unit of warbands there. With our cavalry, that's not good. We need to move them out. And we should be able to take this unit out with combined arms strike here. There we go. That unit's eliminated. Try to hurt them a little bit, but we don't want to spend too long. And we're going to move these guys back in position here. Because there are chariots, and we need to take them out. We're going to send our light cavalry to go hunt down the chariots. Because they can, I mean, they don't have much chariot units, so light cavalry should do pretty well. Although we are going to take, like, maybe 20 horse casualties, at least, trying to take them out. But it's worth it to not have that constant missile firing annoyance. And they got some more troops coming back from routing. There are generals in this chariot unit, too, so taking it out will inevitably cause the defeat of this army. We've basically won this battle. It's just a matter of how many casualties they can bleed out of us before they give up. And some more peasants came back. We're going to charge with a couple war bands. And they broke before the battle even started. Awesome. This map is very pretty, I gotta say. And we're gonna line up our men again. We're actually gonna put our war guard in the front line because I'm kind of lazy right now. I'm being lazy. Probably shouldn't be lazy, but. And you'll see in a couple seconds why I shouldn't have put him in the front line. And anyway, our cavalry have caught up to the chariot here, and we're engaging, taking casualties, but we are engaging. He's routing, and we kind of want to kill him. We kind of want to get rid of this chariot unit because they're very annoying again, as I said. And we did. Did lose quite a few horses, but we still have a healthy cavalry corps. Not bad. Not bad at all. And they're mostly German. They're mostly Gallic Cav too, so they can be trained in Alesia. So it's not a problem. I'd rather lose these guys than the mercenaries, because the mercenaries can't be trained. Even though the mercenary barbarian cavalry look very similar, and they perform exactly the same. But they're barbarians. And see right there, the slingers came up. I didn't see those slingers, and they killed almost like 8 of my war guard, which is not good. That was foolish. That was foolish, man. What are you doing? Those guys are very, 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 very important. And losing them now is just losing them like that. Anyway, our general charged in there. I don't know why I used my main general for that. Maybe just for fun. Just for fun. I felt like having some fun. Yeah, fun is fun. And we took out the slingers. We escaped from the warband successfully. Our cavalry came back from their hunt of the chariots. Hunt of the wild chariots. Their warbands are just routing left and right. We're going to engage these warbands with our warbands. And we're going to prepare for the British general and his warband. There, we're going to march up the warbands and the war guard. There, keep the cavalry the same for now. And they're pretty much routing. Yeah, so we're going to send our cavalry to mop them up, and we're going to send these guys, these warbands, over to join the line here. Just in case, you know, wide lines are always good. And we're going to get over here. I think, yeah, they're coming in from that direction, so we're going to put them on this side. I was scouting for where they were, because, again, it's hard to see. You can look on the map, but it's hard to see, and fiddling with the mini-map takes too much time. And they have 2 more units left. They have some slingers, so we're going to charge the slingers with their cav. And they're charging up here, and they're just going to die when they hit our line, basically. Guarantee you. And here's the epic charge. Not really. Enemy army routing, so we defeated their main force. Hopefully we don't lose anybody important here. We should be able to handle them pretty easily. Again, they do have chariot generals, so it's kind of scary. But, at the same time, it's not that bad. And we're going to move our cavalry over here so they're protected by our warbands. Got a little bit of lag. Whatever. I would say it's worth having a little bit of lag for having sound, because sound is awesome in this game. And he's just going buck nuts right into our line, right into our spearmen, like a fool. Like a fool. And we're going to move our cavalry away. We're going to sound the cry of command. And as soon as we did that, he routed. Yeah. Eat it. Now, if we can just kill him. Come on. Where is he? He's right there. Yeah!
You have killed the enemy general. Now his men show
fear. Now they should run. Attack! Attack! Yeah, I know these quotes. You kidding me? It's the same one for every situation. So there's only so many situations. Anyway, the warband unit is coming up. And, you know what's fun? Attacking with all of your units at once. So how about we do that? Select our units here, and let's just en masse attack them. Okay, we left out one unit, but and boom, they're gonna get crushed and crushed and crushed and crushed by Meriduc. Led the charge in here. Look, listen to that blissful slaughter. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no blood in this game, and you know that's fine with me. I don't really like blood and gore. Call me an idiot, but blood and gore is just kind of gross. It's not necessary. So I can hear enough gore in the voices, like I get the point. As long as I know they're being killed, that's all that matters. And we're gonna exit the battle, and heroic victory. I was not expecting that. Yeah, we killed a lot of them, and we did not lose many. So I guess that's probably why we got heroic victory. Even though our armies were similar size, we definitely did crush the army with taking less casualties than we probably were rightfully supposed to. And a very good battle. Very good battle. That went very well, and that totally makes up for losing our faction leader, because we were able to crush their major land army. And we're able to take Alesia back immediately, so we only lost Alesia for a couple turns. Not a big deal. And this guy wants to marry us. He's not that good. I'm going to check to see... Betrothed to Verica. So let's go find Verica. Not the... Verica's already married. What? Okay, that doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to deny it. It's probably going to screw something up if I accept it. So let's not accept it. And, yeah, the Senate Army's just chilling here. They'll probably move back next turn. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do. Anyway, we're going to move this guy... Where should we move him? Let's move him right here so that he has the mountain advantage. And we can train some units here. Let's build some stables. Train a unit of swordsmen. And over here, we just built stables, which is cool. Let's build a cesspit. They're getting a little unhappy, and build some more swordsmen. We're going to probably build some more cavalry there and build some more swordsmen. And it's possible we might send out another army. Vindex has 6 stars now, 6 command stars. So he's looking pretty boss. He's a boss. We can retrain all our men and train another unit of swordsmen. And still have money left over a little bit. Gonna merge our mercenaries because they don't need to... They can't be retrained. Well, they can be retrained with weapons and armor, but they can't be retrained with men. And anyway, they did build a port. They wised up. They built a port. And Aluka was born. Oh, of course, right into the siege. He was born into the siege. How perfect. So if we lose that, he's going to die as well. Anyway, let's check out this army, because I've kind of forgot about that with all the excitement with the British. Wow. They don't have very good stuff. And they don't have a commander, so we're probably going to have to attack them. But not now, because, you know, this episode should not go on this long. And we're just gonna do some maintenance in the kingdom and kind of finish this episode off here. Just kind of check out what's going on around the world.
Yes.
Let's move them a little farther north so that we can retreat up northward instead of down south. And yeah, the Julii don't have much left. Don't have much left at all. So let's move them a little farther northward. I didn't click there. I clicked north. I clicked north! You saw me click. You saw where I clicked. Anyway, next turn if he wants to attack, you know, that's his problem. He wants to fight us, you just bring the fight to me. Decius, Maxentius, you know, whatever. I don't even know if that's his name, I guessed. And they all must garrison Arminium. Arminium would be a good project, a good side attack for a secondary army. Take Arminium, kind of sneak attack it. That would be a good project for him. And anyway, thanks for watching.